What's going on, YouTube? It's Professor Buffalo Mike, and Smite School is in session. Work in progress on that intro, but today we are going to be looking at a Cabrakan jungle game. This was played about a week ago, and I feel like my early game was pretty rough. I feel like I didn't really impact the map until I had like 4 or 5 items online, so I kind of wanted to review it to see what I could have done better and how I could have changed my play to make my early game as good as my late game was. So we're going to go ahead and hop right into it. I have it muted, but essentially what I'm doing here is I'm just kind of talking build. This was right after Cabrakan's strength scaling got buffed on his abilities, so I was going full strength build. And I had been playing around with it before his buffs and thought I was pretty strong, so I was pretty positive that full strength would have been pretty powerful here. But, I have it on 1.5 speed. I'm trying to keep these videos shorter. I know that no one really wants to watch a 40-minute Smite video, so... you see the start I do, it's kind of my generic start right now. It's just doing speed, backs, and then I go and get the Cyclops ward. I think it's kind of the easiest, and it lets you contest the mid-blue ASAP. But they play pretty aggressive on this first wave, which was honestly shocking, seeing the Rama jungle dash in like that. But not really anything happening here. But one thing I did do, and you'll see here, is when I got to lane, I clocked that Rama had blinked away here. So I saw him blink away here. And so I kept that in mind for the next round of engage, because when players play aggressive, they tend to keep playing aggressive. So once Rama rolls back in there, I know that he's pretty much dead. There's nowhere for him to go, and I just stick on him. I don't worry about the Hades. I don't worry about the minions. I worry about the out-of-position guy that has no way of really escaping Cabrakan. Because when you're playing Cabrakan, he is a lockdown god. He has 2 stuns, a big wall, and a tremor. And that stun, I don't think it buffers or it has diminishing returns. It didn't in Smite 1. I don't know if they've changed that or not. And if you don't know what diminishing returns are, it basically makes CC less effective if you're using it on the same target over and over again. So Cabrakan can really lock down a target, especially one with no dash and no way to escape him. So that was pretty much a free kill. They just really overestimated their Hades clear, I think. So now that we have pressure, I go to invade their jungle instead of go back to ours. It's normally up. Blue is normally up because junglers don't start it. So if at all possible, I like to invade blue, give my solo laner a little bit of a lead. Unfortunately here, she had already gotten invaded. I'm not sure when that even happened, but not much you can do about that. So we go on, we continue our farm. Not much to be said about this. Pretty generic farm stuff. And then I hit my back because after this I'll have about 1,200 gold. Around 1,000 to 1,200 gold, a pretty good time for your first back. It gets you at least a tier 2 item and gets you pretty close to Jotun's. I think Jotun's is about, I want to say it's 1,000 more from here. I actually don't know the numbers off the top of my head, but it's not that much. So backing here allows you to get to camps quicker without having to, and gives you a little bit more power if you want to gank again. So this is about the 3rd time I've watched this video, and this right here is one of my first mistakes that I noticed. So on this camp here, my thought was that I'd hit level 5 and then I'd go over and gank, because they're both level 3, and so that means I'd have a lot of kill potential, but they are shoving my Cern and my Yemoja under tower. And I need to kind of... I think I should have been there to alleviate pressure. Cabrakan's still really strong early games. So me being level 5 versus level 4, the only thing I'm really gaining is a wall, which an Uller is going to jump over 9 times out of 10. So really all this did was delay my ability to get to the fight quicker. And you'll see in a second what that actually leads to. Yeah, man, I'm working on it. And they were even pinging me to go over there. So I come over and Rama's already there. He's level 5 too. And he gets his ult up. And, my 2 characters back there are so weak, they're never going to survive that. So now I'm technically in a 3v1, and I'm trying to get this kill and get plucked away by Sobek. Pretty good play on the Sobek's part. He has a lot of great peel that frustrated me throughout the game, but that's, doing his job as a support. Why are we standing up? Just let me work my way over. So I think what I could have done better here is maybe told them to wait. I think they went in and then went forward because they saw me go forward, and then Rama was just there. So I was greedy with my farm, and that led to them getting killed. And that's just something to note. Thank you. So I actually bought the wrong item there. So Yoden's is $14.50 actually, so maybe it's fucking guy not as cheap as I thought, but now it's about $600. You see me already getting a little frustrated. Not great this early in the game. In about 4 minutes, you're not really not great if you're getting frustrated. You really want to keep a cool head. A lot of things can change throughout the game, and if you're getting tilted so early, you're gonna have a lot of trouble. So Hades ults the buff to secure and then dashes away. And so I'm just kind of stuck with nothing to do. I split this wave here. Probably not good to do when I have camps up on both sides of the jungle. I should be farming here. I shouldn't be splitting waves with my mid laner. And now just do the farm thing again. See if real time me has any wisdom. Here I am. I'm looking for a fight, looking for another invade. Bellona's going to get out here. No big deal. Kind of gives Amma a little bit of pressure, though, because she still has her ult. So that was kind of my intention there. Just pressure Bellona. Getting her ult's great. If I could have killed her, even better. But nothing too crazy here. Got away with 1 HP again. I know I'm pretty safe here. Sobek has saved his life twice. See, I'm getting a little tilted here already. Twice I've had someone escape with very little HP. It's been the Rama both times. So it's starting to get to me already. Need to keep a cooler head. I also, when I went for that gank, left farm up, and I'm leaving farm up again. I'm not getting those backs. Just not very efficient farming on my end. I've been looking to gank more than farm. But, you know, I'm about a level behind. About a wave behind, I guess. He's probably 8.5, and I'm 7 3/4, so... Not really that big of a deal, especially after he got 2 kills. Right, so I see him fighting here. I go after Rama again. Pretty bad target selection here. I see Sobek's pretty lit. Let me pause it here. Should I have gone on anyone else? So Hades in his ult. They're both half. This is more of a peel than anything. I'm trying to get the Rama away. I think looking back at it, I think that's probably fine. I'm not really going to be able to peel a Hades ult, and I won't be able to kill him in that ult if Rama's also peppering me with Rama autos. So I think getting him into his ult is fine. It forces him to hit a skill shot, which he didn't get any kills for it, so I'm fine with that, I think. So here I'm trying to re-engage here because I see my teams here, and I know that their abilities are on cooldown. They don't really have a lot of good abilities left. And we have a full health Cern here that's going to do a lot of damage. So I come back in, I try to re-engage. I go at the Hades, and then I get plucked away. Not really much I could have done here. I tried to hit as many people as I could with this. And you see I was just short of 2 of them. But getting the stun on the Hades here almost guarantees his kill. I'm pretty sure his dash is down here. So I go in, almost get the auto, and then just die. You can see I'm pretty mad at that. But, you know, again, it's just Sobek playing his life, right? So we kill the Hades off that. We kill the Uller and the Rama off that, I believe. So we get 2 for that. Pretty good to re-engage. It keeps them there. Lets my teammates catch up. Just a little bit unlucky that I wasn't able to get the kill on Hades myself. So now we go back to farming mode. You want to get these side harpies or these little guys as much as possible. They're very worth. And I just kind of ignore that fight in mid. Go back to farming. You can see how much XP swings. Now I'm ahead of the Rama when I was behind him. It's just kind of the way Smite 2 is right now. It's very... There's just a lot of farm on the map, so if you're not farming efficiently all game, you get caught up on pretty quickly. I also grabbed the red here. I just think as Kabrakan, with all the abilities I have, it's better for me to have red buff up. A little ult to keep the Sobek off me.
That's a fine ult. I think I die if Sobek gets near me, so I just really want to risk it.
You hear me say there, I don't really want to risk dying, so
This
I...
is this one. Okay.
So I ult there, just keep a wall up between me and Sobek. I like grab away from back. Nothing too crazy there.
TP'd. Soren TP'd.
Hear me calling in chat where I think Ama is. Yeah, I mean, nothing really crazy here. I'm just not... I'm not participating.
Really? Dude, they're not giving me a fucking inch, man. The second game in a row, I feel like I'm not doing enough ganking, but I'm trying to gank, and they're just... Just the timings have been off.
See that? I was just tilted, I think. I was tilted this whole early game. I just could not... I could not get the ends I wanted, and I felt like when I was ganking, I was getting cock-blocked by a Sobek peel or something. So here I see a fight in progress. They're chasing each other down. I'm looking for Rama. And then I'm just, like, unable to catch him. Even though I'm in a Kabrakan with my...
This guy always has the fucking deal, man.
Kabrakan with my 1-up. Then Uller makes a dumb mistake and just stands where my wall is and takes a lot of damage for it and dies.
Let's go. You're the goat.
So Emoji was just cleaning up all this stuff. And we get rotated on, so I don't think we really get anything out of this. Yeah. And something I do a lot of, which maybe isn't good, is if I just think a fight's pointless, I just go back to farming. I don't sit there in lane waiting for another fight to break out. Especially when there's farm up near me, I just don't... There's no point in sitting there fighting. You can get ahead by farming rather than fighting. So just go kill a buff, dude. Don't worry about some dumb fight your duo lane's taking. Once Hades comes over, our chances of doing Gold Fury decrease drastically, so there's not really any point in trying to kill him. But he comes after me. And I just
Dashed.
blink away. My ult comes back up. Nice.
So close every time, dude.
Not really sure what I'm bitching about there.
So close every...
I'm just mad that I can't chase him down, I think. Yeah. That's the one thing I was really frustrated with this session, is that I was like unable to chase people down. I was just constantly getting outsped, which is kind of weird when you have a speed buff and a movement speed, but it is what it is. So here's me being a greedy little rat. I see the fight breaking out all around me, and I'm just killing my speed buff. I don't think there's anything wrong with letting them die there, because I would have died if I showed my face. I just think it's funny that I was trying to get the speed buff so bad. So now they're going to go to gold. I back. Go Heartseeker, because this one it was still really, really busted. Know that they're on gold. We don't really have a way to steal it, so I call Fire Giant. Or Pyromancer specifically, but I like to... It's always good to trade when you can. You need just one other person, I think, to do Pyro quickly, so I knew we'd have the damage to do it, and we did it. Sometimes you got to give up objectives, man. You can't always fight on them. Another set of backs. They're kind of chasing Hades around. Looking to help Peel here, which I do. And I think this is real when the game really starts to turn around for me. Once I get Hydra's online and especially Heartseeker, I just become a monster. You just one-tap people, and there's not really much they can do about it. So Rama's in his ult, and then here I am. I'm just trying to chase him down. Nothing about that I can do, I guess. I wonder what I just said there. I bet you it was something funny.
Okay. Why is he so fast? Okay. Oh my god. No business outrunning me always. I have a movement speed buff. I don't have speed buff, but I have movement speed.
Yeah, I don't know. I just didn't have speed buff ever this game, it feels like. I don't really know why that is. Alright, so now I feel really strong. At least in the last patch, getting Heartseeker meant you were just doing a lot of extra damage. So I'm really looking to engage in fights now. I'm not really trying to farm as much. Except I missed the back camps. The goal is to fight. Or it's not. I don't know. I should be fighting. Oh, shit. I should definitely be fighting now. I'm definitely a lot stronger than Ullr and Rama. So I could easily 1v1 them. Maybe even 1v1.5 them. If one of them's pretty lit or has used a lot of abilities. So, kind of just biding my time. I'm playing a little bit of zone duty here. And then once I see my target, he blinks away at 0 HP. Look at that. Yeah, I mean, he literally blinks away with one HP bar. Bam. Ah, the shell. So obviously my 2 stun was up, so I think I misplayed that. But still pretty stupid. He got away. Well, I should have just kept him stunned. Nuwa cleans him up though, so not that big a deal. Just kind of annoying.
Take the tower. Go gold.
There you go. I'm making some calls, telling him we're going to take Cower and then we're going to go gold. Sobek overstays, and you see here's that Kabrakan lockdown. Guy had nowhere to go.
Just gotta watch out for Hades ult. We're good.
So, you know, I am calming to my team a lot, even though I was pretty tilted. So that's always a positive to see. Hades dives in, has nowhere to go, and that's free gold. And I'm pretty sure we just snowball the fights from here. So 2-1 and 7. I think I end this game with like 9 kills. Maybe even more. So right here I'm being a greedy little shit again. Sometimes I think I'm a little too farm focused. My team was fighting up there and I just pretty much let 2 of them die. Because I wanted to get a red buff. Let's break that down. So I saw that my Amma died up here. I see my team fighting up here. And then I just go straight to red buff. Which isn't really worth it. Hades gets away, has to die to the Emoja.
Oh, I'm disarmed.
Yeah, I mean, I was late to the fight, but they didn't fully die. If they would have gotten wiped, it would have been a lot worse, but that was pretty greedy.
Let's go Pyro.
It's the second time I've greeted for buffs. Calling objectives here.
It's just a Sobek to Pyro. Fuck that guy.
Trying to get my Cern to come do Pyro, because it's what I need him to do. And then he dies.
Dude, ADC players do not want to play objectives today. They are murderous fiends today.
Sometimes it's really hard to corral the randoms. You know,
Heaven forbid we don't go and kill the level 14 Sobek on their side of the map. Oof. Tough, tough, tough. There's really not much you can do about teammates sometimes.
Not much you can do about teammates sometimes. You know, a positive of that is it wasn't in the game chat, so I wasn't being toxic to him to his face. Never good to do that. Almost never leads to anything positive. All right. So here my team has started a fight, or Umoja has. Trying to defend fire and just dies. But I see that Hades overextends here, and I know that I will destroy him. I just got Deathbringer, so I'm doing a crit Cabrakan with all the auto attack stuff I'll get. Should be hitting pretty hard. And I noticed Hades has no tank, so he kind of messes up. Umoja tries to run away, or he just actually goes at me, thinking he can 1v1 me, but there's that Cabrakan lockdown.
What a dipshit.
So we're hitting level 20 again. I see Rama. Bam, I catch his dash, he's dead.
Hell, brother.
There you go, 515 auto
Pieces.
crit.
Fire giant, fire giant, fire giant.
Calling FG. Objectives don't have a health bar in Smite 2. So if your carry's alive
Kill him, though. Don't commit.
and you're nearby Fire Giant, you get a pick or two, just pull it. It's just so much easier to do. Especially when you don't get knocked up by it. I put a wall up so if they go in, they have to use an ability of some kind. At least force them to waste you if they do steal it.
Dude.
Makes them waste something.
Made her blink too. That's probably about as good as I can get.
Yeah. So Cern goes up and dies again. You see him fighting.
If I see someone alone, they just fucking die. I kind of like that. I think this is good.
At this point, I'm pretty much online. Just kind of not throw. I'm going Death Battle. Pretty underrated item. Probably not on Cabrakan especially, but on other gods like Medusa, Amma. It's really good on Athena jungle if you guys have been seeing that crit build that Weekend plays with. It's pretty strong. So I'm trying it out here because I have a crit build going and I'm a hybrid scaler. So with FG, you know, you want to get all the objectives off the map while you can. They're going to come in and fight for this and steal it. But it does cost them a lot. I think one of the things that I do pretty poorly right now is that I pretty much focus on what's in front of me. I tunnel vision pretty hard, which works sometimes, like if you're playing gods with a lot of prot shed, like Nemesis. But, you know, I see this Hades, and I lock down the Sobek. So I don't think that's wrong, per se. I think that was probably the best thing to do, but it's something I've noticed in other games. So now we're just playing cleanup. 3 dead with FG.
Emoji, you know, if you get like a stampede next item, it would go crazy. Just throwing that out there.
Asking Emoji if she wants to buy a stampede. Nothing really to say about the game anymore, I think.
I have my ult up for Rama here.
Calling my target. Get blocked by the minions. Not my best engage. You see, I was pretty deep. I'm here to help her. I mean, you guys have all seen this before. Winning a Smite game is... They're just staggering their deaths
They're
now.
spawning. We should go to towers.
Playing it safe. Go to towers.
Nice job. Good dive, Amma.
Give my teammates some props. I don't know. This game wasn't really that good. Alright. I see they're fighting. I come in to help. I know it's pretty favorable that we win these. And I just help them take the Phoenix. Probably could have backed there and had the same results. Then he overdives. He's alone. 1v3ing. 1v4 if you include the Titan. Oh, shit. Just gonna kind of let me take it away from here. I don't know. How long are we at? 26 minutes? Alright. Give my team the death medal. Catch the Hades. Don't overdive because it is a late game Rama. So I don't want to run at him and just take a bunch of auto attacks if I don't have to.
Fire's coming up.
Trying to give my team some comms.
Little bush sitting here. If I catch someone coming out late, I just murder them. It's a matter of just making sure they don't check this fucking bush. But if I see a Rama dash or an Uller jump and they don't check it, dude, I'm kind of dead as hell. Alright, Sabalone's over there. Hear the Rama. Alright, fuck you, man.
Okay. So I was doing a little goofy stuff there, and then just kind of committing to it. 1 for 1 here is not bad. Especially with...
Why did he check that, dude? He's stream sniping. So bad. Get out of my stream, dude. GV Logic, get out of here.
Calling him a streamer sniper.
Maybe he's just got the game sense of a god.
I do think that's a weird thing to check. I don't know if
at least I got him. 1 for 1.
I ever checked that, honestly.
My team's team fight has been strong. With
they could have wards on fire or something, and I just didn't show up, so he assumed. But
this build is atrocious. I feel like if you're gonna do Rama jungle, I would do like attack speed and just make ability and just make my ults hit insanely hard. But I don't know. I have to see how his 1 scales, because maybe it's like pretty cool.
I'm just yapping. Let's speed it up. See if there's any more fighting to be done. Team's on fire. I'm a zoning. I'm going to pick up team gold here. Oh no, I'm not. I'm killing the fucking Naga. Hell yeah. Look at that. Jacked damage.
They're just killing themselves.
And I back again because I got Titan's Vein. Alright. Probably should have saved the teleporter. I don't know. That's hindsight Harry though. That doesn't matter. And now the team is pretty much just cleaned up. A death metal, focus a Titan, put a wall up.
It won! Nice. GG.
And die. I mean... honestly, looking back at that game, I don't really think there's much I could have done better. Like, I tilted, but that's just what happens when you play Smite ranked. for like 4 games, 5 games in one night. In general, I think what a few of the things I did well, I was pretty greedy with farm. I see my teammates were aggressive, so I should prepare to be aggressive. When you're playing with 5 random people and they're all on the same page and you're not, even if you think you're making the right play, even if you are making the right play, sometimes it's better just to follow the team. And then I also did a lot of. It's just one of those games. Sometimes the supports are on point and they give you a good peel. Most of the time, some of my teammates were able to clean up, but I was getting annoyed by the fact that I saw 1 HP health bars get away from me all the time. And you just can't do that. You got to stay calm, cool, and collected if you're going to win ranked games, especially in a long session. Ended up pulling it together. Had a pretty good scoreline, 7-3 and 15. Pretty decent game. But, yeah, I don't know. Just got to keep your head in it sometimes. Can't let the little stuff get you down. And just kind of follow the team's vibe. They're going aggressive. W key with them. If y'all die together, you all die together. Yeah. Well, that's the bell. Class is concluded. Don't think we learned much today, but in the next one, maybe we'll have a little bit more insight. Subscribe. Come swing by Twitch. Catch me live. Probably not as analytical, but I try to be. I try to think about it while playing. That's how you get better. Trying to grind, trying to get to deity. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for hanging out.